What's up, guys? Jeff here with Godbold Exotics. I've had a little bit more time on my hands to do a couple more videos this week. It's probably not going to be like this forever, but I am trying to do a little bit more just because to be perfectly honest, I've been kind of bored. Work has been kind of slow. I'm actually starting a new job on next Monday on the 6th, and doing the same thing I've been doing, and I still have my company, appraising homes, but I'm going to be appraising homes as a staffed appraiser for some other folks, for a larger company actually. And anyway, so got a little bit of time on my hands. I figured I'd show these guys off. I don't think I've ever done a video about these, but these are Barranquilla locale Columbian Boas. Really pretty Boas. From what I've been able to gather from Vin Russo's book, as well as just conversations with other keepers, these guys are what I believe a naturally occurring hybrid of boa constrictor and boa constrictor imperator. From what I've been able to gather in my research, the DNA that sequencing that they've done with these guys is different from pure imperator, but it's also different from pure constrictor. So they do occur on the mainland of Colombia, based off what I've been able to gather. So they're a mainland boa. They're not going to get as big as boa constrictor, but they might get a little bit bigger than some of the dwarf stuff. But I've found them to be really pretty. I'm not a big fan of hybrids. And to be perfectly honest, when I bought these, I didn't even know that they are kind of being looked at as a naturally occurring hybrid. I'm not sure. There's probably more research that needs to be done on that. But I found them to be super easy feeders, very easy to keep, and they're growing nicely. I've had them in my collection for almost a year now. They're starting to put on some really good size. I mean, their colors are just phenomenal. I mean, I don't know if you can pick it up but in the camera, but they have peaches and creams all along the sides. The tail is very bright. So I like their pattern and everything. So this is my male. I only have a pair, and his name is Buck. I just wanted to make sure I had the name right. And I've got name cards on everything, but he's a really, as you can see, super docile. I'll probably do another video once these guys, maybe next year when I, put a little bit more size on them. But they're kind of in that tweener stage now where they're just always hungry, always willing to eat, and just really pretty animals that I've found them to be pretty fun species to work with. Again, I've only got like a year's experience with them. I haven't bred them. I'm not like doing this video as an aficionado, so to speak, but just kind of sharing my experiences. So the one I'm going to bring out right now, this is my female. This is Slay. She's a little bit bigger, but also an extremely pretty animal in her own right. Again, lots of, you can really see, I can see the reflection here, that definitely a lot of cream and pinks along the sides. I love the pattern on these guys. Again, beautiful, beautiful tail. Now these were produced by William Babcock and Tom Widener. Some of you guys may know these guys. They used to run the company Habitat Systems. William Babcock's been a good friend of mine for a long time. He's got probably one of the most diverse collections of boas under the red tail clad on the island. He doesn't work as much with Imperator, but he has a lot of contacts with people that do work with them. And anyway, he's been a really cool guy to work with, giving me these boas, giving me a chance to obtain these guys. Really, really happy with them. And yeah, so if you're looking for a boa species, you're not really keen on the Imperator for whatever reason. Maybe you really like the constrictor, but the size might be a little bit scary to you. You don't want to deal with something that gets that big. You might try these guys out. They're not super expensive for when I've been able to gather, at least compared to like the Iquitos and some of those pure constrictor stuff, you know, which are getting kind of up there in price. They may not be in the budget for a lot of folks, but these guys are not nearly as expensive as those, at least not when I got them last year. So you might try them out. Maybe you'll really like them. They will eat anything. They will eat mice, rats, it does not matter. They're not looking to bite your finger, as you can tell. I mean, these animals are just inquisitive, very, very curious, very, very easy to work with, very tractable. You know, I've had them out with my kids. You know, nobody's gotten bit, nobody's been struck at. I mean, I don't have any bad things to say about them, to be perfectly honest. For a species of boa, you know, I can even, Amazon tree boas are my favorite species of boa, and I could even name a couple things that I don't like about them. But these, I don't have any negative things to say about them. So anyway, hope you guys like it. It's just kind of like a little quick video. I, you know, figured I'd show these guys off. They're just really, really pretty snakes, and I'm doing this myself, so I apologize that, you know, I'm not giving you guys quite the video that, you know, you might be wanting as far as, you know, showing the animals off, but I'm trying. And gosh, man, they just have so much color on them. I just absolutely love them. And as I was saying at the beginning, I keep these guys just, as of this stage right now, they're in 28 to 31 quart iris tubs. I use aspen bedding. So, or no, actually I'm using, what's the stuff called? The particle stuff that a lot of the big boa breeders use. What is this stuff called? Sandy chips. I've got the bag right next to me. So I've got these guys on sandy chips with just disposable, you know, water bowls, which that's what I use. I just stick these in a you know, a coupling for, you know, PVC pipes and stuff like that. And I give them a piece of cork bark in there. They've got a strip of belly heat running across the back, and that's it. You don't really have to do anything with these guys. You don't have to worry about shedding or any of that, at least not for me. And I live in a pretty dry climate. So they just are super, super easy to keep and work with. And I just wanted to, you know, bring a little exposure to them. You know, you guys know that Amazons and as of the last couple of years, short tails have kind of been what I've been gravitating most of my collection to. But I do have a couple pairs of locale specific boas, these being one of them. And I'm just trying to bring a little bit of highlight or a little bit of knowledge to what my experiences, which is limited to these guys. But hopefully you guys found this somewhat entertaining, and at the very least it might spark a Google search and you can learn about them if you like boas. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe. You can leave a comment, but full disclosure here, I'm terrible about responding to comments on YouTube. I rarely do it. So I, you know, probably the best way to get a hold of me if you want to is just to send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram under Godbold Exotics, or you can shoot me an email at godboldexotics@gmail.com. I'll get that. So anyway, take care, peace, everybody be safe, and I'll hit you guys up when I get some more free time this week. Bye.